What's up, YouTube? Back here again for another Meta Monday, where we're going to take a look at the last week in Gods Unchained action. First, we're going to start with the Madness of the Gods tournament, which is going on right now. On Friday night, we had a couple live matches take place on stream. We had Tubbsy beating X-Pow, and we also had Meadster making an epic comeback against Waikikamukow, who started out 1-0, and Meadster came back with the sweep. Very exciting matches. We have our round of 64 is now set, and we have two awesome matches coming up this Friday on my stream, which you could check out here. Trigger Haven and I co-hosted it live. Let's take a look at a clip from this last Friday.
It's in there.
Oh, a God Blitz goat.
Uh-oh.
Kind of feels bad here a little bit, just because not enough mana to play it for the next few turns.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have needed it if they had gotten something nicer.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't hit that possessed acolyte.
No, but here comes the hog. Is the hog? The hog did it. No.
No.
Oh, no.
Meadster.
Okay,
we got a chance.
He's got the frontliner with Burn, though. I think he'll be okay. But that was a scary moment there. All right, that was a clip from last Friday. Tune in to see more of that this coming Friday. We have a bunch of streamers who are going to be sharing their games with us, so that's exciting news there. Next up, we have a balance update, which got reverted, but is going to be back in action presumably this week or maybe the week after, once they get some bugs ironed out. A lot of cards were buffed. Nothing too insane in the buff department. Neferu's Will may actually be playable now, which is exciting to me. They tried to make a lot of these favor cards a little more viable, gaining more favor. Anything that had favor gains a little bit more favor now. Still probably won't really be viable just yet, though it's definitely on the cusp now. It might just take one brave soul to try and figure that one out. And then we have things like Volka's Axe got a buff. It's still the worst card in the game. Keep buffing. You'll get there. It's the only Shadow Legendary I've got from Trials, so really buff it, guys. Next up, we have nerfs. Trial of the Underworld is a big nerf here. I had this listed as my #1 card pre-Trial of the Gods release. It's now been nerfed twice. It's no longer going to revive Echoes, which is huge. Although Deathboard Wipe, still a problem. You can revive your Echoes in many other ways with Raise Dead and etc. The Steadfast Scout drops from a 3/2 to a 2/2 buff. He basically now becomes a 3/5 instead of a 4/5. So will a 3/5 with a condition be enough? Will people just play a 3/4 at this point? Maybe a 3/4 with no condition is a better card than a Steadfast Scout. That would be the Hunt Warden, who is an Amazon just like this. It has no conditional, and it comes out as a 3/4. Militant Gladiator gets less in terms of health, so it's easier to kill. We'll see how that plays out. Ataraxia nerf is much needed, but I don't know if 3 points to 4 points really does enough. Slayer felt like it was getting a big hit with a bunch of people freaking out about it, but in reality, the hand axe no longer having blitz is the only thing that got touched. I fully anticipate Slayer will be perfectly fine and continue to win at a 60% win rate every week. And Chiron no longer gives burn 1 to a random enemy creature. This does almost nothing. He is part of the Trial of the Hydra nature decks, which have been wreaking havoc. Jaguar Staff and Trial of the Hydra may see changes in the future. Jaguar Staff was on the top of my list as well for cards pre-Trial of the Gods, that it was one of the best. It's also been nerfed already and is now looking to be nerfed again, perhaps. And that brings us to Regen Nature, and the top deck of the week, again, Regen Nature, probably Regen Nature, Regen Nature. So everybody who came in the top 3 played Regen Nature, probably even beyond that. This is the deck that Caution Fun played. We've already looked at it 2 weeks ago. It's still wreaking havoc. So what we're going to look at this week is a different deck that Caution Fun used last week, because I believe that this deck will be one of the next problematic decks that needs to be nerfed unequivocally. We're going to take a look at it in a second here. But this form of Unity needs nerfed. We're about to see how powerful it is when combined with the card Lost in the Depths. This is basically very similar to a deck that my teammate J Money made a number of weeks back. He's a combo magic expert himself. I think there's a couple tweaks here. Added Demogorgons to try and control the late game a little bit more. Also, at 7 mana, a Demogorgon can stick on the board nicely as it puts every other creature to sleep. And having one creature on the board at 7 mana is pretty much all you need to win this game, as we're about to see right now. Alright, so we're going to play Clear Mind here. And our goal is going to be to continuously put a shield up. This is an atrocious starting hand. My god. We don't need any of these cards to start with. This is just terrible. Yikes. So we are hard mulliganing for Lost in the Depths, and we did not get it. So instead what we're going to do is start hard cycling. And the only thing we're going to stop for is Lost in the Depths. Now, normally you can get it in your hand right off the bat. You have like a 60-something% chance to get it in the mulligan. Now, I was going first, and so I did not have 4 shots at a mulligan. I had only 3. And I did use my bag, which could cause problems later in the game here. We need to click this every turn until we find the one single card we're looking for. With any luck, this hits the 4-2. If it cracks my shield... Okay. So we could still... We're going to Clear Mind anyway, and then we can Time Bomb again. But we really got to find Lost in the Depths here. So we're playing an Amazon deck here. Amazon could be interesting. Especially if we do not draw the card we're looking for. This is certainly not going well. By now I'm probably like 90-something% to have found that card. As we've cycled 3 or 4 times already. I think 3 times. We've cycled 3 times. That's 6 cards plus the mulligan. Plus we started off with 4 cards. But this is a good look at worst case scenario.
This looks promising.
Well, that ain't it. Oh my god, where is it? We have 2 of them. This is not going to last a turn. He's going to kill it. If he's got the ability to drop a Trial of the Hydra already, might just be dead. He's also got all these Amazons here, just waiting to be buffed. This guy's going to give even more regen. Normally you'll have Lost in the Depths in your starting hand. And on turn 2, you can play it on any 2-cost creature. So it looks like this will survive. I think he missed an attack. Wow. We still don't have it. This is unbelievable. I mean, we have to be 99% to have normally gotten it by now. This is literal worst case scenario. Okay. So we either keep looking, or we could play Mages.
That's enough for now.
So you want to make sure you only have 6 cards in your hand when you play Mages, so that you still have 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of weird that they don't put them in order of 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2. Okay. But yeah, you don't want to have 9 cards at the end, because then you're going to burn a card. So he doesn't have Trial of the Hydra yet. He will heal back to full health. And he played something else that had less than 5 health, which means everything's gonna die. And he's got 2 cards in his hand. I wouldn't be shocked if he just throws in the towel at that point. Alright, he did get a really nice card from the Sanctum there to help refill his hand. We shouldn't have any 2-cost cards in our deck at this point. This is going so poorly.
That about does it.
Normally on turn 2, you should have 12 cards left in your deck. Maybe less, depending on what's in your hand. That's on turn 2. We are now... I don't know how we haven't found it yet. I'm not really sure what he just did. Okay, he used Rune Viper Tincture. I wasn't paying attention. Used Pack Stock to refill. I'm still in shock that we haven't found 2 cards. We've cycled through nearly all of our cards. How is this possible? Okay. There it is. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play it this turn because we need to. So Form of Wisdom will draw the Lost in the Depths, make it free. And now we go from 18. It should have been from like 26 down to something low. We got all the way down to 18, down to 8 here. I shouldn't have done that, but... Okay. We have 8 cards. The good news is he can't hit me in the face yet. And that we have a Demogorgon. The bad news is this. All of this. Oh, Jesus. We don't need this. Oh, God. We probably have to just Demogorgon here. I think we try and last one more turn. Alright, so there's Form of Unity. I'm going to keep that for double demo. So we can use Form of Wisdom now to draw a free Form of Unity. And then we reduce our other Form of Unity down to 1. We also somehow have 27 favor, but we're not going to use it.
This I did not foresee.
This, incidentally, is a really good counter to Demogorgon.
The possibilities are endless.
So now next turn we'll draw a card, and hopefully it'll be our last Form of Unity. That's going to heal me. I don't think he should have done that. If he hits me with that, that's also going to heal me for 4. Wow. He just healed me for 7. He really wanted it dead so I couldn't double demo, which... understandable, but he didn't know I had a second demo. So we're still looking for that last Form of Unity. And for our other card shark. Would have been nice if it had killed this. It's alright. It's not going to matter. We only have 4 cards left. One of them is a card shark. One of them is a Form of Unity. We need to do 26 damage. That's 9 damage times 3, which means we need to do 10 times 3.
This looks promising.
If he didn't have a frontliner, we could hit him in the face.
I'm almost out of cards.
We can protect Asteric. Asteric can take out a lot here. Everything except for this. And then this takes it out. Wow. Or no, it wouldn't. I could take this out, though, instead of this.
I can't say I'm surprised.
So, if we draw our Form of Unity next turn, we will need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need both of these, unfortunately.
I'm running out of time.
So, in 2 turns, we have lethal.
The possibilities are endless.
That actually doesn't really matter at all, but just for fun.
I'm running
Oh, I
out
could have
of
drawn
time.
my card here. We still can't play it this turn, but we'll throw one of those guys out just to mess with his head.
You think too much.
This doesn't matter. None of this matters. Form of Unity is very overpowered, as we're about to finally see here. It should have been a lot quicker of a game than this, but as you saw, I did not get my Lost in the Depths until like 20 turns later than normal. He can do some 18 damage here, but we're fine. He's going to be pretty sad about the fact that he has a 9-7, a 7-5 with Twin Strike, and it wasn't enough. And that nothing he does matters. And this is going to get even stronger. It's going to be a 12-7 with Twin Strike. I think he forgot to attack with 7-5. But regardless, GG's. All we do now is play our combo. So this is now 30 damage we can do. I can make it even more by playing this as well. But let's not rub it in. Just hit him with all these. GG's. So this hasn't caught on yet. I'm remiss and hesitant to share it because, oh boy, I don't know if we need more people playing this, but it was already on the top of the charts last week. I expect to see it on the top of the charts in the coming weeks. They actually buffed it in a sense by not nerfing any of it, and also by buffing Palace's Wand. Palace's Wand is not in this particular deck, but it draws cards if you're looking to draw Lost in the Depths faster. Alright, that's going to do it for this week. Make sure you like and subscribe. Catch me on Twitch every day this week, except Tuesdays. This Friday, we will be live streaming, Trigger Haven and myself co-hosting more tournament games. Make sure you check that out. Last week we did all kinds of giveaways, giving away all kinds of Banana Coin to people just watching in the chat. We did a 2,000 Banana Coin raffle. We just rained Banana Coin on the chat the whole time. So make sure you stop by on Friday. We'll be, I'm sure, giving out something. Why not? Stop on by, have some fun, and I'll see you guys again next week for another Meta Monday.
With